Hi, this is Sam
And this is Cameron.
from Asking Alexandria, and you're watching Ramzine.
Vicky here at Download Festival, and I'm with Sam and Cameron of Asking Alexandria, who have today played the Opus stage. How was your set?
It was awesome. I mean, look at the weather. I couldn't believe it. You never know when you come to download what you're going to get. So it was nice today. Yeah, I had a good time.
It was great. It was great. Few technical difficulties off the bat.
We didn't know if we were going to play it first.
We made it work. We got
through, didn't we? Yeah.
Crowd was amazing. Yeah, good day.
Made up for it, didn't they?
Yeah.
And obviously this year being sold out and Download's 20th anniversary, how are you feeling about the whole setup of everything?
It's pretty special, that, isn't it? 20 years.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I'm getting on a little bit now. I'm in my 30s now, but I remember Download when I lived in England being something that you just, when you're younger, it's just something you count down the days and the weeks to do, every year. So for it to be its 20th anniversary, that's crazy to me. It's an honour to be here, like. We live abroad, we live at the other side of the world now in America, but to come back home and be able to do Download is always a huge privilege. So a special day. We've not done it in a while, have we?
Yeah.
So, It feels good, the layout and everything, it's all been good. And the weather, again, I hate to keep going on about it, but...
Yeah, it's a bit unusual for the
Isn't
UK.
it?
So
I was ready to put bags on my feet and everything. And,
Yeah.
didn't have to do any of that.
yeah, usually Download's mud and wellies, so it's actually really nice.
They don't have wellies. They don't have wellies in America. They don't know what they are.
What?
You say welly in America, they'll look at you like you said something really bad.
Yeah, what are you on about? Yeah. Fair enough. So you recently dropped a new single, Dark Void. Can you talk us a bit about that track?
Yeah. We actually played it for the second time ever today. We played in Austria a couple of days ago, and honestly, the track itself is a little bit more high energy. Something that I think that fans of Asking over the years have been a little bit hungry for.
Yeah.
Not to mention us on stage. Honestly, these past two shows for me, playing that song have ignited something that I hadn't felt in years, really. And seeing the response. You write a song, you release a song, you love it, you see the response. You don't actually get the proper response to a song until you play it live.
Yeah.
And these second show, Austria and today have just shown it to me that it's just the right direction for us. I love it. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's the end of the set as well. We put it play at the end, and I feel like I've just got on stage.
Yeah.
So far, so good, right? It's
definitely.
Second showing of the run.
Usually, are we allowed to swear?
Yeah.
Usually, we completely fuck up a new song live. We're not known for our abilities,
Yeah. I must say, as soon as I heard that new single, I was like, what a comeback. That is awesome. But do you ever get people who sort of discover your music and then are expecting you to be like a metalcore band or anything like that?
Totally. We've been a band a while now. Like I was just saying, I'm in my 30s, but I was 17 when I was just turned 18 when we released that first album. So,
yeah.
I think that I probably could speak for most bands out there that your discography, it's a bit of a time capsule for you, but when people first discover you, they're going to gravitate to what they're going to gravitate towards. But I think that this latest one, and especially Dark Void, encompasses everything we've ever done.
Yeah.
Also definitely leaning towards the heavier side. So
Your new track seems to be more a heavier, darker direction. Is that any sign of what the new album is going to be like?
Do you want to go tell?
I would personally say so. I think from my personal opinion is you see what people are saying online, and it's not to say they want the old Asking back, but not necessarily, but they want a higher energy. They want slightly heavier. And we listen. So I think this new record is gonna make those original fans happy. And me personally, I like the heavier stuff. Like I know Sam does as well. Like we really enjoy it. So
We were just hanging out with the Lorna Shore boys yesterday.
yeah.
We love our heavy music, so that's never changed ever, never wavered. But I think even though that for us, like we've just been exploring heavy, quote unquote, like heavy can be, I don't know, so many shapes and sizes for us. Like as musicians and creatives, we're always trying to push the envelope a little bit. And I think that people just sometimes pigeonhole heavy into like, all right, is it a breakdown? Do you get double kick? Is he screaming? Like, okay, cool. That's all well and good, but heavy I think over the years we've just been exploring a little bit, and I think on this next record, this one that's coming out, we finally dialed in and figured out because we're never going to release something that we don't love, and we've been doing this so long, like we've dedicated our lives to it, and like there's one side is like you want to give the fans what they want, but you also want to give them what they don't even know they want, because that's what you did with the first album. They didn't know they fucking wanted it, and we gave it to them without anyone saying shit. So it's finding that balance of just like you've got to love it and be passionate about it, and I think that we finally found that balance. So so we went on a bit of a journey and we did some things, but you've got to be honest with yourself and make these records. And I think that with Danny and us and Ben, I think we're just finally a sweet spot where the scales have just like gone, okay, cool. And I don't think people even realise, like, usually people just bust out the heaviest track off the record for their single just to give people what they want, and the rest is what do they call it? Like dad rock or whatever.
Yeah, no,
but it's just not the case at all. So I'm sat here just like, ooh, just wait. So
That's cool. I'm excited. It sounds like it's going to have some surprises in there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Have you announced the title for it yet, or when it's going to be released?
Yeah, the title is called Where Do We Go From Here?
Yeah.
And I speak to someone the other day about it, and I was. It's funny because like I didn't make the title, Danny came up with it because it's a track off the album, and I think that when we heard that, it was just something that hit home to me. It was really powerful and it meant a lot because like we're always asking that question. I think it doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter if you're in a band, if you're working whatever job or whatever you're going through in life, you're always wondering where. No one can plan anything in life, and I just think that it just resonated with all of us. Like, where do we go from here? Like, it's always how we felt, and I just think that we're at a bit of a weird time in our career as well. We're all new, but other than Danny, we're all new dads as well. So it's not just like. Life is crazy right now, and you get a little bit philosophical, and you start to think a little bit. It's, like it just seemed to resonate with us and really struck a chord with me at least.
Absolutely, yeah.
I think everyone can ask that question.
Yeah, I like that, and I feel like at one point in life you might look back and be like, that was just exactly how we felt at the time, and you probably think that about all sorts of album and song titles.
That's really interesting. I've never actually even thought about looking back and thinking about this title like that, because you're right. I look back all the time. I reflect on like other stuff, and a lot of it's like an eye roll because we were a bit crazy and a bit silly in the beginning. But like, I think that it's definitely something that I would look back and. Well, my kid, I've got a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old. They'll be 10 and 12. Or it's you're gonna look back and.
I think people are always thinking about the future, but when you actually take that chance to take a look back, and then you realise like all these great things that you've done and achieved, and those moments that are special.
And I think it also puts a pin in like living in the now as well, because it's a question that you ask in the now, isn't it? It's like quite a vulnerable question, really. When you think about it, it's like, where do we go from here?
And you still don't know.
No one knows. You think you know. You think you've got it all planned, but I don't know. Like, you don't.
Okay. Well, I've got to ask now. What's next for Asking Alexandria?
What's next?
I think we're gonna like stray towards some more contemporary jazz and.
That's an exclusive.
I've got no idea. That's the big question, isn't it? Let's see. I think let's live in the now and let's see. And I think right now I don't think I've been in a better place when I look at everything in my life. What we've dedicated our lives to this. We're not kids anymore. I'm super grateful, and I think that if there's anything I've taken from these 15, 14 years I've been in this band, it's just to savor the moment and let it just happen. And, I don't know. I really don't know.
All right.
We'll keep doing our thing, though. I know that.
But any tours or anything like that, you know?
Probably.
There's some plans in the works. Can't say anything just yet. But
I don't know.
There is definitely plans in the works.
I might get rid of my moustache. I don't know.
No, don't do it,
That's
don't
a
do
new
it.
thing for me.
Yeah.
He's
Everyone, check out this fucking mustache.
I've got to wear oversized glasses with it. It's like I feel like I'm in fancy dress. I'm still in fancy dress mode. You know.
Well, thank you so much for talking to me today, and have a lovely weekend.
Cheers.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you.